A match for the UIWA North American Championship. He's fighting out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. He weighed in this evening at 255 pounds. He's making his debut here tonight in Sunset, Louisiana. What makes me welcome, Jaxson!
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Lake Charles' own Jaxson Cassel, making his debut here in APW. A well-put-together individual, going about 275 pounds around that area, but the athleticism you will see from this young man will blow your mind. Chris Black, the UIWA North American champion, making his way to the ring with the vivacious Caitlin. And he is, well, let's just say he is not the athlete of Jaxson Cassel's stature, but in this great sport, ladies and gentlemen, it is not always about the athleticism. The experience definitely goes to Chris Black. In this contest, he is the champion. He has the champion's advantage. UIWA North American Championship, the United Independent Wrestling Affiliates North American title being defended here in APW. And we should be in for one hell of a one-on-one contest. Good to see some sportsmanship on this evening here in Sunset. So far, it's been a lot of chicanery here. And oh, a lot of power there from Jaxson Cassel. Flex on him, Jaxson. The champion realizes very quickly he will not have the strength advantage in this contest. Both men sizing each other up now. Jaxson Cassel making, oh, more power. Making the drive from Lake Charles. Obviously the home field advantage here against South Carolina's Chris Black. But Chris Black does have that very devious woman on the outside. Don't be fooled, she looks very pretty on this sunset evening, but with those hands in her pockets, she's capable of anything, and so is Chris Black. And look at the athleticism there by Jaxson Cassel. Hip toss. Jaxson Cassel, arm drag. Perches him up, slams him down, and Jaxson Cassel, a house of fire to start this match. The champion does not know what hits him, and he has taken a good old-fashioned time out. We don't have those in this sport. But if you're smart, and if you're a champion like Chris Black, you know how to utilize space. You know how to utilize the ring. And he is getting a desperately needed breath right now because he is in the ring with what can only be described as a Louisiana athlete. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what that is, quite frankly, that just means Jaxson Cassel is better than most. Any sport, this young man grew up in the boot, and like many athletes in the boot, he takes one to the gut there. Like many athletes in the boot, Jaxson Cassel excelled football, track, soccer, and growing up in Lake Charles, this young man is also one hell of a horseback rider. Chris Black, though, has the advantage. Like we said, the veteran caught Jaxson Cassel off guard a little bit. Maybe Jaxson Cassel enjoying his early advantage a little bit too much, and that's what will happen when you take on a veteran like Chris Black. And Chris Black is laying into Jaxson Cassel right now with a chop that could be heard from Sunset all the way to Lake Charles, but there's a good old-fashioned Lake Chuck clothesline out of the corner. Jaxson Cassel now back at it. In the corner. Shoulder into Chris Black. Good form, too. Another hip toss. And Jaxson Cassel goes for the pin. 1, 2. Can we have a new champion, though? A 2 count. Jaxson Cassel needs to get back on Chris Black and maintain this advantage. Chris Black is obviously not... another veteran maneuver. Chris Black is going to take every advantage he can now. European uppercut. Chris Black right to the breadbasket. Fist was not closed, referee. Chris Black knows what he's doing in this ring. Comes in there. And now, and an athletic maneuver of his own there by Chris Black. Dropping the elbow, jumping off of Jaxson Cassel's shoulders. And now this is the pace Chris Black knew he had to get into. And he signed the contract for this match, defending his UIWA North American title. Championships defended tonight at the Sunset Showdown. Personal issues will be settled. And now, look at Chris Black. He has got that nerve holding tight. So tight! Jaxson Cassel fighting back though. And he's shut down by Chris Black. Knee to the gut. Let's see if Chris Black goes back to that nerve hold, because it looked like it was excruciating. And now he's torquing the neck now. Jaxson Cassel is being slowed down by the smarter wrestler here. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaxson Cassel does not have the mileage on him that Chris Black has. Jaxson Cassel is the superior athlete, which should be enough, but you never count out someone as cagey as Chris Black. Crowd obviously behind Louisiana native Jaxson Cassel. Utilize the energy here in La Paz. The shot to clear. Again. Oh no! Another rookie mistake. Jaxson Cassel did not hit those ropes as hard as maybe he should have. He got caught. Chris Black going right back to it, taking advantage. And this is what you have to be prepared for. But power too much for Jaxson Cassel, and I think it might be. Here he comes, off the ropes and a shoulder tackle. Oh, that was gorgeous. Flying through the air like a majestic pelican in a sunset evening here in Louisiana. But now can Jaxson Cassel get back to his feet and enjoy the fruits of his labor, because he has Chris Black fighting for air. Oh, elbow. Chris Black has never felt that kind of power in his life, I'm sure. The barrel-chested, athletic Jaxson Cassel scoops him up. Oh, he calls for it. He's repping, and the crowd is counting. 7, 8, 9, 10, and oh yes! tosses him like a sack of garbage. One hell of a set there by Jaxson Cassel. Getting a pump in the middle of this UIWA North American Championship match. Here we go, fireman's carry now. Chris Black fighting his way out of it. 1, 2, 3, he had the tights, referee! In the blink of an eye, we said it at the beginning of the match. Chris Black, a veteran who has been up and down the roads of the United States defending this UIWA North American Championship from Orangeburg all the way to Sunset, and he comes out with the victory. And sometimes, unfortunately, in this great sport of ours, pro wrestling fans, that is all you need, a handful of tights. The better athlete goes out without the championship, and now Chris Black has something to say to the man that he just cheated out of the victory.
Wow, that's all I'm going to say right now. For all of you that don't know, this kid has been in this business since March of this year. Wow!
And that is raw talent you don't find every day, ladies and gentlemen. Jaxson Cassel.
10 years in this business, I have never ever seen a specimen like you. Sunset, Louisiana, you take a good look at this guy, because in a short time, WWE will be knocking.
One of the top prospects in the state with the most professional athletes per capita in the union.
I want you to feel like I cheated you tonight. I took advantage of the situation and I caught you sleeping. That's all there is to it. I'll tell you this. It has been an honor to share the squared circle with you, my friend.
And you know what? He's old school, Chris Black. He cheated to win. But man, that is some sportsmanship, and that is a class act of a champion, if you ask me. Jaxson Cassel and Chris Black sharing the ring and giving us a moment here in Sunset.